Last year I made a video on the strongest weapons in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but there have been so many new weapons and changes since then, I felt the video definitely needed an update. So today I'm going to be bringing you the 5 best weapons in Assassin's Creed Valhalla and how you can get them, starting with the Blazing Sword. Recently added to the game, this golden short sword not only looks fantastic, but has one of the most unique perks you're ever going to see. By locking onto an enemy and using a light attack, you'll be able to launch an energy projectile in their direction for a little bit of damage. Perfect if you're trying to fight from afar, keep enemies at bay, or even if you've just run out of arrows and fancy killing your prey from 20 feet away. This is one serious grind to get though, in the form of the Tombs of the Fallen challenges. If you haven't heard about these yet, these are hidden puzzles scattered throughout England, where you'll need to complete different series of brain-teasing challenges, giving you armour and weapon rewards at the end. During these challenges, you'll also come across small artifacts, and do be sure to pick these up as they're not always clearly visible, and then upon returning to the tomb in Ravensthorpe brings one final challenge, where you'll finally be able to get that desired blazing sword. In total, this is probably going to take you about 8 to 12 hours depending on how quick you are at solving, and the locations of the tombs are as thus: the Mania Sanctum in Ravensthorpe, the Boudica Tomb in East Anglia, the Castlevania's Tomb in Shropshire, the Venitus Tomb in Eureshire, the Togodomus Tomb in Sussex, and the Vericus Tomb in Hamptonshire. It's worth mentioning that if you can't spot the entrance to your tombs, use your bird path Sunan and you'll see a sort of green tornado in the sky, marking the entrance point of each challenge. Good luck out there, it is a long road, but very worth that epic reward. Next up we have the mighty Gae Bolg spear, which is widely regarded as the strongest weapon in the entire game. This crab claw has the most magnificent perk where lightning will shock the enemy after 3 consecutive hits, which in turn deals health and stun damage. For all standard enemies, this is instantly going to drop them into stun mode, leaving you to deal out that brutal kill animation. You'll only be able to obtain this one via the Wrath of the Druids DLC, in the form of a giant mythical boss fight right at the end of the main storyline. If you've been umming and ahhing about whether to purchase the DLCs, if you like the base game, I'd say do it, even if it's only to get this absolutely godlike weapon. Moving on, we come to the absolutely gorgeous looking Dwarven Axe. Not only does this weapon give off serious Gimli from Lord of the Rings vibes, but it has the strongest attack stats for any Dane axe in the entire game. Its perk is what sets it apart though, where your speed is going to increase after each kill, so not only does it hit like an absolute tank, it's potentially the quickest damage per second weapon alive. In order to get this golden bad boy, you'll sadly have to visit the Helix store and grab it in the Einher Yar pack for 1,000 Helix credits, or hope to pick it up from Redder as I did recently. A hard-hitting quick Dane axe that the Dwarves of Moria are definitely going to approve of. Up next we come to another spear that has been in the game since the beginning, Odin's Spear Gungnir. This beastly weapon of the gods has the rather unusual perk of extending its reach via force field, basically meaning you can poke your foe's eyes out and they stand no chance of reaching you. In order to get this weapon, you'll first need to have conquered all of England's regions, which then allows you to start a quest called A Brother's Keeper. This then opens up a new region in Norway called Haldorfike, where you'll then be able to find Odin's Spear Gungnir right next to the mission you're following. Pair this with either the magical hammer Mjolnir or the great sword Excalibur. I'll leave a link to both those weapon guides in the description if you want a hand on obtaining those, and you truly will become a god in the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And then we come to our final weapon, the Gilded Edge sword. I am all about the weapon perks in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and this one stands above the rest. With this short sword, a huge beam of light is cooled down upon an enemy after 5 special attack hits, a perfect perk when fighting those larger or boss type enemies and getting some extra damage in. If you want this weapon though, you can sadly only obtain this from either purchasing the Radiant pack in the game store for 1,000 Helix credits, or keeping an eye on Redder's shop and hoping it's up for sale. If you were ever considering spending money in the Helix store, you're not going to find a much better weapon than the Gilded Edge sword. If you want to find out all of the best weapons, short swords and axes, or even want to know more about some of the strongest weapons in general, why not check out some of my previous videos for even more fantastic weapons. I will catch you legends in the next one. Until then.